What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raise. Stranger Things is one of the most popular shows of the 21st century. The out-of-this-world mysteries and giant creatures turn this show into a binge-worthy experience. But have you wondered what the storyline in the episodes would be like if certain scenes and moments were cut out? Well, we have a list of some of the things that were cut from the show that would have definitely made it different. So here are the 10 strange things that were cut from Stranger Things. Number 10. Season 2 Finale. The Season 2 finale has definitely made fans relax for a bit and leave all their worries of cliffhangers behind. Unlike the finale of Season 1, that left the fans super confused, the Duffer Brothers had multiple different endings for the second season. Going back and forth on what note to end the season, they decided to just leave it without a cliffhanger, just so that the next season could start fresh and there wouldn't be anything left to uncover from the previous season. Although they left us with a little surprise at the end with the shadow monster hanging over the middle school and the Upside Down, proving it still has it out for Hawkins. Number 9. Pilot scene. While the first episode was extremely well done and made to perfection, when it came to writing it, the Duffer Brothers had multiple ideas and choices for how the plot would go on. There were a few scripts about certain scenes, but the one that looked like it should have been a part of the final cut is a scene where the officers are at Joyce's house and are going through Jonathan's room. In the scene, the officers are investigating his room while Jonathan looks confused and doesn't know what's happening, and once he leaves, one of the officers accuses him of being suspect number 1. It sure is a shocking scene that follows Tommy's idea that Jonathan killed his brother, but they decided not to use it.
The Demogorgon! We're in deep shit.
Will, you're right! Number 8. Romantic kisses. Throughout the show, we can see many sweet kisses among the kids and some of the shocking ones as well, and the cute crushes over girls. In some of the cutscenes and scripts, there were a lot of kissing scenes that should have happened but didn't. Due to the kissing scenes, the cast would always tease each other about it, and when it came time to film them, they wouldn't stop giggling. That is maybe one reason why some of those scenes were cut from the show, but we still get to see a good amount of romance between them, and we would be lying if we didn't say it wouldn't hurt to see more of that. Maybe next season they would reconsider cutting all those scenes.
Hey!
Number 7. The voice message. In the pilot of the show, another thing that was cut was Joyce leaving a voice message to her ex-husband saying, "If you don't call me in the next hour, I'll report you for not paying child support and make sure you rot in jail where you belong." Those words coming out of the mouth of a loving mother would definitely put a different perspective on her and make the viewers look at her a different way. We can kind of see why this scene was cut off, as they thought they should portray Joyce as a loving and caring parent that does it all on her own without the help of Lonnie. We couldn't be sure, but having this scene in the final cut would answer a few questions.
Well, it's me. Talk to me. I'm here.
Number 6. Lack of bloopers and deleted scenes. Very few shows and movies out there are filmed without any bloopers or deleted scenes, so as the next thing they cut from the show is exactly those bloopers and deleted scenes. As to explain why this is the way it is, Duffer Brothers explain that they want each scene they film to be incorporated in the show, and this way there won't be any spoilers or leaked scenes out there. They try to protect what they are working on in order for the fans to be shocked the first time seeing it. Even though we are sad that we can't get some extra shots from the show, we do hope that when the show wraps up with their 5th season, they will release all the extra scenes.
Like a movie, in order to make it feel a little bit more like an event, I think we need to take it to another level.
Number 5. The Gate. Same as the rest of the show, even for this scene, the producers had different ideas in mind. While 11 went in and closed the gate, putting all her powers to use to a point where she levitates, a few different endings were considered for this exact scene. Deciding whether 11 could manage to close the gate or not was one of those events that was considered. This would definitely put a different twist on the Season 2 finale and leave us questioning what would happen next. But since they decided to end the second season on a positive note, they wrote the script as it is, and honestly, we're happy it is this way. Who knows what would have happened if the gate didn't close? Number 4. Nancy's Diary. As we are introduced to the new character 11, we slowly learn a bit about her, and we cannot not love her. But early on in the show, there was one scene where 11 walks around Mike's house and finds herself in Nancy's bedroom. She manages to find her diary and proceeds to read it. What makes this scene kind of confusing is that we know that 11 could draw and write, but around that time in the show, we haven't seen her actually read. So it would definitely be confusing to many viewers if this scene would actually be in the final cut, and we can only guess that is the reason why they removed this scene.
My parents. What are your parents like? Did they live close?
Number 3, 11 and JOYCE. 11 coming home in the last episode of Season 2 was definitely a very heartfelt moment for all of the characters. In the scene where she walks into the house and everyone sees her, there should have been a different turnout. When JOYCE and 11 went into Will's room to check on him, the rest of the characters were supposed to follow, but at the end, they decided that the best way to show these scenes is to give JOYCE and 11 some time with each other without everyone around them. This choice was definitely the right one and made so much more sense, and showed that bond between JOYCE and 11 the way it should have been. Number 2, Mike's crying scene. Many scenes are improvised and many are cut, but this scene was the perfect match, and yet it didn't make the final cut. In an interview, Wolfhard explained a scene that he filmed and he really liked, and how it was never used. In the scene with the fire truck where Will's body is found, when all of them saw that and hopped on their bikes and started riding home, Finn did an amazing scene where a single tear rolled down his cheek, and he wiped it with his sleeve. We are still confused on why this scene was cut, since it would have fitted perfectly with the episode, but we guess they didn't want to show the emotional side for Mike, or maybe they had a different plan for that character.
It's not Will. It can't be.
Number 1, MTV Punk. Although this cutoff line is not that strange and important to the show, we found it quite funny and interesting not to be included. While most of the things that are cut from the show are valuable to the plot of the show and how certain events would turn out, this one definitely wasn't. In the scene where Hopper and 11 are in the car, Hopper makes a joke that she looks like one of those MTV punks. In the uncut version, Hopper was supposed to follow it with, "Don't play dumb, I know you've been watching that garbage." We feel like there is not a reason we can think of why this particular scene would be cut from the show, as it would only add a bit of humor and define the characters even more.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just curious, why all of a sudden you look like some kind of MTV punk.
On a related note, we wanted to know, which one of these scenes would you like to be included in the show? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.